Alright, so I quickly wanted to make this tutorial for all the people that are entering the Glitchless tournament. The new discovered Chungus percent Aragog strat that Ryan found and we kind of refined. It works in Glitchless, and I am convinced that it saves quite a bit of time over fighting Aragog just normally. So I'm quickly gonna show what I do here, since I haven't really made a tutorial on the Chungus percent one anyway, well, outside of the full tutorial I did on Chungus percent. But I feel like Aragog deserves his own video. Alright, so first and foremost, well, let's actually reload. Alright, so first and foremost, we start casting at him immediately because that doesn't really lose any time here. In fact, quite the opposite. It does good. So what I like to do is I go to the left here, and I stand next to these mushrooms. Then I wait for him to charge. Alright, so as he charges, I wait for his entire body to kind of be on the ground, and then I go to the left side over here, and then I do a jump. And if I time it properly, I will end up underneath him. Now at that point, don't move. Stand still. Only tap backwards. You want to be in front of Aragog's face. You don't want to be underneath him. You don't want to be too far back because he'll kill you. You don't want to be too far to the front. Because you will skip a cycle of him showing his weak spot. So what this strat essentially does is it skips the entire web shooting animation process that he does, and I'm convinced this is actually faster. So what I want to do is jump in this direction, kind of like this, and now I'm under him. Okay, so now I go forward. Every time we hit the weak spot, we go forward and a little back. We want to be in front of his face, like this. Go backwards so that you're in front of his face. Alright, so one more time. So I like hugging the mushrooms. I don't like having obstacles behind me because it lets me jump, do the jump kind of easier. You don't have to do it, but it's really up to you. I'm really bad at the glitchless category, but I definitely think this will save a lot of time for people who are actually good at it and can grind for like really good times. So I'll quickly show again. Alright, so you cast immediately. You go here. He charges. I jump. I end up underneath him. I tap forward. Single inputs actually helps a lot here. Now see, like, what happened there is I ended up next to him at some point. You don't want that to happen. To prevent that from happening, you can literally like jump cast the entire time, and I feel like jumping makes this strat a little bit easier. Maybe it's because I'm more used to Chungus percent, but it really does look easier for me. So I'm gonna show it one last time, and that's essentially how you do fast Aragog. So start casting at him immediately, go to the right. I like hugging these mushrooms. Dodge the attack, wait for him to charge, jump as soon as he's off the web. And now you're underneath him. Go backwards, you want to be in front of his face. Go forwards. See, like, you don't want that to happen. And jumping can actually make that a little bit easier in my opinion. Alright, so the jumping method lets you be a little bit more controlled, I feel like. Oh, I messed it up completely. Alright. Alright, so essentially what it is it's this. We jump. We render him. Alright. There we go. And if you do it perfectly, you can actually skip that final cycle. Because I actually didn't cast at him. So if done optimally, it should look something like this. And not like this. Yeah, it looks kind of like this optimally. Well, without taking the damage, obviously. So the important thing is don't go too far back from his face, because that way he can damage you, and don't go too far inside him, because you will skip a cycle entirely of him showing his belly, and that doesn't really save much time. And that's fast Aragog. See ya.